Good morning, everybody. It's Serafina, and I'm here with your daily tarot and astro insight. So, an important thing to make note of is that all the planets, or at least all the major planets, are direct during the month of February and March. This is something that actually happens at the first part of every calendar year, of the Gregorian calendar at least. And what does this mean? That this is like a time of propulsion. It's a time that we're not going to find a lot of obstacles. You know, Mercury came out of its shadow period recently. Venus is direct, Saturn is direct. So it means that all of our major life themes and what these planets represent, we're not going to be finding a lot of obstacles. So this time of year, it's really auspicious to carry forward with our plans and to just continue propelling forward. I also just want to acknowledge that, we are in a time of uncertainty regarding many things. Lots of us with our businesses, with our romantic relationships, with just how and where our societies are going in general. So today I felt that a really important message is one of faith. And, faith means different things to different people. There's a quote that I really like that says, there are as many paths to God as there are people on this earth, which means that we all develop our own relationship with faith and spirituality and the planets and nature. So today I invite us to reflect on what faith means to us and how comfortable we are with the unknown. Okay, so let's pick some tarot cards for today. This is my probably favorite deck. I got it years ago when I was traveling through London, and it's the Thoth deck. And I love it because of the imagery, the colors, and it includes symbolism from ancient Egypt and the Kabbalah, and also astrological. Okay, so dear Spirit of the universe that loves us unconditionally, what loving guidance is there for the collective today? Ooh. We are starting off with the Lovers. This is ruled by Gemini. What further guidance is there for the collective? We have Death, ruled by Scorpio. What further guidance is there for the collective today? We have the Four of Swords. Truce, it says. So I'm going to complement this with an oracle card from the Threads of Fate. What further guidance is there for the collective today? The Revolutionary. Okay, so we started off with the Lovers. This card is representative of dualities marrying each other in the sacred alchemical marriage of dualities. And, many or all spiritual traditions speak about the fact that we live in a world that has dualities and dichotomies, and that a lot of the spiritual practices or the lessons that we have as humans is to be able to fluctuate between these two, dualities and be able to find a union or to be able to encompass them. And so this card obviously can represent relationships and our divine counterparts, our romantic relationships, but it can also represent us having to make a decision because it's ruled by Gemini, right? So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it's a lot of a mental aspect, and us being able to make decisions. But right now I'm interpreting it very much as having to do with relationships, especially with what's going on in the sky and with yesterday's date. Then we have the Death card, which is a card of transformation. It's a card of endings and beginnings. And, it's interesting to note that, we have some like whirling spirits and stuff here, right? And so I feel that, especially with these days, that a lot of us, and I've mentioned before, we're ending karmic contracts. And so I feel that this death is telling us that we need to make space for all of these changes that are happening within us. However, the Four of Swords is usually one that tells us that it's a time of rest and contemplation. It's more on the mental sphere because it's swords, right? So, being able to come to a certain time of peace, and maybe even making a review of all of our past relationships that we've been in, because there is something that is coming. There's like an I see it like a karmic cleanse, kind of like this violet fire just coming in to kind of like clean up everything around us. And, it seems almost redundant that relationships have been so much a theme of the readings lately. But, when I was meditating today, I was like, okay, the first card we choose is going to be indicative of what's going on in the collective. And the Lovers came out. So, the message is very clear. So I even feel like reading from the Revolutionary handbook to see what messages want you to come through with the Revolutionary. 106. The Revolutionary card is asking you to challenge the status quo. Whether it is external or internal, the Revolutionary seeks to do things radically different. Like the outlaw, the Revolutionary has ideals that can be viewed as out there. They are a natural leader and they can see what the collective needs and are able to put it out in action. They invite others to be a part of building the world with them. The Revolutionary invites us to bring some of the trailblazing energy and apply it to our situation in life. Can you meet the needs of the collective? How can you lead with integrity? Be aware that working with revolutionary energy does not always translate to being accepted and loved. You will have people that support you, but your work can also attract naysayers. This just means it's a potent and worthwhile. Do not let anyone affect you and how you stand in the world. Allow their words to fuel your fire and keep on going. A balanced revolutionary leads and empowers. So I feel that it's really speaking about lots of us coming into our leadership skills. I was speaking about being a leader recently with someone, and it's quite a lonely thing to do because when you are a leader, you have to be prepared to be judged. You have to be prepared to meet obstacles, but also it's lonely because you have to be able to make decisions. And this is a reason why lots of people don't want to be leaders. They're more comfortable being followers. So I feel that, for whoever is reading or whoever this reading reaches, there's a part of you that wants to maybe catalyze change in society. It could be around relationships. Are you somebody who's more into polyamory and want to spread that message more? Are you somebody who's inviting people to embody more of their sexuality and not have so much shame around it? Somebody who, is speaking about more of the difficult aspects of being in relationship with self and with others, and how can we catalyze changes, because I feel that there's just the dynamics in relationships are changing so much. And I'm actually going to pull a clarifier for this Four of Swords. Could we clarify the Four of Swords, please? We have the Magician. And so, yes, it just goes with everything I'm saying of us being able to take this journey with all the tools that we have, being a catalyst, being a revolutionary for whatever new ideas we're having, and not having the fear of putting them out there, and knowing that whatever it is that we are bringing to the world, we're helping change. We're causing a certain element of change, but since it's clarifying the Four of Swords, it's also recognizing that there's like some sort of stability that needs to be brought in with a time of rest. You know, a lot of us are still in the mid of winter right now. It's February. It's really cold. And so as much as, you know, the sun is shining and we want to get out there, time to rest, time to fallow is really, really important. So I feel that, you know, as I said, the main theme is still relationships or a decision that we have to make, a relationship to ourself, right? Because it's just the alchemical wedding, right? The alchemical wedding. And I really feel that lots of us are going to be bringing up parts of ourselves or bringing out into the world by questioning the status quo of what sex is, of what relationships are. How can we approach relationships? Kind of like breaking paradigms there by still allowing things to settle, the dust to settle, allowing ourselves to reprogram ourselves at a more cellular level, and then coming back with a sense of internal power, basically, right? And this is very much like that Ace of Wands, right? So it's being able to carry that light into the world. Okay, so to finish, I'm going to pull a card from the Oracle of Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is a goddess of compassion and of love. So, beloved Kuan Yin. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to stick with this one. Okay, beloved Kuan Yin. What is the loving message you have for the collective today? We have Empress of the Pearl. Empress of the Pearl. Number 10. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided we are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on the growing light, rather than getting caught up in it. Natural pearls are rare, lustrous, feminine gems created within the living organism of the pearl oyster. They have a unique creation process. Natural pearls are created with a foreign entity, such as a grain of sand or a parasite. Just like the beautiful and rare natural pearl, you have a unique spiritual beauty to offer the world. The pearl is your precious gift, something unique that is being born through your experiences and consciousness that cannot be created or copied by another because it is of your own unique soul light. Any struggles you have experienced are a karmic gift to help you grow this inner exquisite offering to support the spiritual evolution of humanity. Wow. So this is really Venusian in a sense. And it's funny because it's like Venus and Mars, because it's like being able to hold this beautiful Venusian pearl, which is, you know, a sign of our maybe feminine side, and then being able to put it out into the world with the masculine Mars being able to hold it, right? So it's speaking of, you know, we all have our own individual struggles. May it be with our body, may it be with our relationships, may it be with sex, may it be with our family dynamics, right? And being able to recognize that, being able to internalize that, and in the relationship field, and allowing that struggle to be a catalyst for change, and bringing out the revolutionary part of ourselves of being like, yeah, this message is worth for everybody to hear, because my inner conflict is also a reflection of what other people are going through. And the more vocal we are about our struggles, the less stigma there is around them. So the Empress of the Pearl speaks to us being able to use these beautiful pearls that the universe has given us, and being able to bring it out in a way that causes change and positive change. Like, we don't have to be fearful of being powerful, right? Power is a beautiful thing, and it's just been so misused within society that we fear it. But how can we embrace our power to bring about positive change in the world, while still allowing ourselves to rest a little bit, allowing ourselves to contemplate on how it is that we want to bring this out into the external world. Okay, everybody, I hope that this was useful for you, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.